Yeah. Architecture of the pain, we build it! Let's go! Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't want the map if the map looks easy. I don't want the path if it makes me sleepy. Looking at the mirror, yeah, the reflection is greedy. Starving for the pain, muscles heavy and beefy. Tear it all down just to build it back thicker. Blood in the mortar, the pulse getting quicker. Motivation is a ghost, just a temporary flicker. Discipline's the architect, pulling on the trigger. Shut the mouth, do the work. Every ounce in the dark. This is the blueprint of the bros. I'm breaking down the walls, I refuse to lose. No negotiation with the voice in my head. I'll sleep when the weakness inside me is dead. Take the hit, feel the crack, let the bones fuse. This is the blueprint of the bros. Callous is forming the skin, getting rough. People talking loud, but they never do enough. I don't need a crowd to validate the tough. I just need the iron calls my bluff. Sweat on the steel is the ink on the contract. I don't play the victim, I'm making contact. Isolating feelings, taking them abstract. Running through the fire till the mission is intact. This is the blueprint of the bros. I'm breaking down the walls, I refuse to lose. No negotiation with the voice in my head. I'll sleep when the weakness inside me is dead. Build it. Build it, break it, build it again. Blueprint. Blueprint. Stop talking. Stop talking. Everybody got a plan till the alarm goes off. Everybody is a beast till the breathing gets rough. Typing on the screen how you grinding so hard, but the bar ain't bending and your hands ain't scarred. I keep my mouth shut, let the shadow do the work. Moving in the dark where the real demons lurk. Silence is the weapon, focus is the blade. I don't need the clapping, I don't need the parade. I pay the silent toll. No witnesses around to watch me take control. Writing down the pain while I swallow the screams. I'm burying the doubts and I'm building the dreams. I pay the silent toll. Down in the depths of my soul. Cut the frequency, block out the noise. Separating the men from the boys. Discipline is quiet, motivation is loud. I don't need to blend in with the rest of the crowd. Lift the weight, drop the weight, do it all again. Pain is just a feeling, pain is just a friend. Zero validation, zero applause. Following my own unbendable laws. Don't speak, just bleed. Don't speak, just bleed. Action is the only thing the iron will concede. I play the silent toll. No witnesses around to watch me take control. Writing down the pain while I swallow the screams. I'm burying the doubts and I'm building the dreams. Paid in full. this is a bug. I'm a machine in the gym, sweeping it under the rug.
Switch it off, unplug the fear. I am exactly what I engineer.
I got a circuit board soul. I'm programmed to push till I shatter the goal. No tears, no sighing, just math and the grind. I weaponized every dark thought in my mind. Man, turn into machine, watch me evolve. I got a
circuit board soul.
Routine is the code, execution is the script. I don't care if the skin on my fingers got ripped. Recalibrate the limits, push it past the red. I remember what the old version of me said. He said it was too hard, he said it was too late. So I deleted him and formatted my fate. Now I operate code absolute zero. I'm my own villain, I'm my own hero.
Error, weakness detected. Eradicate, eradicate.
I got a circuit board soul. I'm programmed to push till I shatter the goal. No tears, no sighing, just math and the grind.
System optimal.
Feel that? That's the engine starting. Turn it off! Got a cage in my ribs and it's rattling loud. Got a beast in my gut that is pushing the crowd. Frustration is mounting, the pressure is thick. I could burn it all down with the strike of a brick. But I take all that rage and I put in the bar. I take all the anger and I push it too far. Use the dark energy, use the venom inside. Convert it to power, I got nothing to hide.
Harnessing the roar.
Taking all the demons, pushing through the door. Everything that tried to break me down to the floor is the fuel for the fire. I am coming for more.
Yeah, yeah. Harnessing the roar. Harnessing the roar.
They let anger destroy them, they losing control. I channel the chaos right into my soul. I take the disrespect, I take the hate. I load it all up on an Olympic weight. It ain't about smiling, it ain't about sin. It's about breaking your limits again and again. Let the monster outside, put a leash on his neck. Make it pull you ahead through the sweat and the wreck. Make it work for you. Make the demon work for you.
Harnessing the roar.
Taking all the demons, pushing through the door. Everything that tried to break me down to the floor is the fuel for the fire. I am coming for more.
Here we war.
4 a.m. The world is asleep. Let's go. Streets are pitch black, not a sound in the air. I'm lacing my shoes while they counting the sheep. They dreaming of success, I'm paying the fare. The promise I made is the promise I keep. Alarm goes off, I don't hit the snooze. I jump off the mattress, I got nothing to lose. The darkness is mine, the morning is mine. I'm leaving wanna bleed. So in the dirt with the ultimate feed, they complain about time, say they don't have a minute. Well, I took the whole clock and I pushed to the limit. Consistency, baby, it isn't a myth, it's a hammer I use like a blacksmith, forging the armor before there is light, winning the day in the middle of the night. I'm outpacing the sun, I've already won. Before the day has begun, while they wait for the light, I am running in dark.
Step inside, leave the excuses outside.
4 walls of concrete, floor made of rubber. This is the place where you learn to be tougher. No distractions, phone in the locker. This is the temple where you become the author, writing your story with plates and the chalk. This is the room where you cancel the talk. Isolation is a gift, solitude is the key, unlocking the person you're destined to be.
Breathe in the dust, breathe out the doubt. In iron we trust.
Let the weakness bleed out. Welcome to the Monolith Room, where the rust and the sweat are the only perfume. We bury the laziness deep in the tomb, and rise like a tide in escaping the womb. Yeah, inside the Monolith Room. Nobody watching, no cameras to flash, just you in the mirror avoiding the crash. You against you, that's the ultimate fight, dragging your shadow right into the light. Muscles are burning, lungs begging for air. Look at the struggle and give it a stare. Don't flinch, don't blink, hold the line steady. The Monolith Room makes the warrior ready. Lift it, drop it, embrace the heavy. Stop it. Welcome to the Monolith Room, where the rust and the sweat are the only perfume. We bury the laziness deep in the tomb, and rise like a tide in escaping the womb. Yeah, lock the door. Lock the door. Sculpting every single Sculpting every single day. Yeah. I am the marble, I am the stone, I am the master sitting right on the throne. Looking at parts of me I don't accept, looking at promises I haven't kept. Pick up the hammer, pick up the blade, look at the terrible choices I made. Strike at the ego, strike at the pride, cutting away at the weakness inside. I am the chisel and the flaw. I'm rewriting nature, I'm changing the law. I chip back the stone till the masterpiece shows. I thrive in the pressure, I bloom in the blows. Breaking to grow, but staying the same is the worst way to go. Bleeding from making a better design, leaving the comfortable garbage behind. Stoic and silent, I weather the strike. I am scoped in a version that they won't like. Too sharp, too focused, too cold to the touch. I am making a diamond, they calling my bluff. It's just an illusion that you gotta break when you feel like you're done and you got nothing left. That's exactly the moment you pass the real test. Push through the friction, walk through the wall. Silence the voices that want you to fall. Discipline takes the wheel, steps on the gas. I told you, I'm breaking the gate made of glass. No negotiation, no compromise. Shut the brain down, open your eyes. Go! Break down the toll gate of the mind. Leave every limit and bury you behind. The brain wants comfort, the brain wants peace. But I want the struggle, I want the beast. I want the beast.
Pulls you down, but you gotta get up.
Gravity pulling the mattress is warm. The comfort is trying to weather the storm. It whispers to stay, it tells you to rest. It puts a heavy invisible weight on your chest. It's easy to drop, it's hard to ascend. It's easy to break, it's harder to bend. But I see the ransom that gravity wants. It wants my ambition, it wants all my thoughts.
I won't pay the ransom, I won't stay down. I'm taking the heavy and wearing the crown.
grip is an answer to gravity's threat. Every drop of my sweat is a canceled debt. I'm pulling away from the center of earth. I'm giving my absolute maximum worth. The heavier it gets, the stronger I pull. The tank is on empty, but the spirit is full. Stoic resilience, stone in my gaze. I'm building an empire out of the maze. Let's finish this. Yeah. Momentum was building, the friction is gone. I'm running the marathon straight to the dawn. The pain is a passenger, I am the driver. I walked through the flames and came out a survivor. No luck involved, just reps in the sets. Paying in full with no single regrets. The pistons are firing, the oil is thick. I'm breaking the walls, yeah, brick by brick. Can't stop me now. The brakes have been cut. I empty the tank and I empty my gut. I am the engine of the unbroken. Look at the power that I have awoken. I don't need a word, let the action explain. I'm turning the suffering into the gain. Running on discipline, burning the fear. The engine of the unbroken is here. Running on discipline. Running on discipline. Running on discipline. Grind is the language that I understand. Building a mountain from nothing but sand. Consistency rolling like tires on concrete. They taking the detour, I take the long street. I keep my head down, I stay in the zone. I'm walking the hardest path, walking alone. I turn my whole body to iron and steel. I am the monster they thought wasn't real. Action over words, silence over noise, grind over sleep. Let's go! Logic over emotion. The mathematics of the pain. System engaged. Let's go! I put upon the page. They're waiting for a feeling, waiting for the stars to align. I'm looking at the clock, I'm leaving all the feelings behind. It's an algorithm built on the sweat and the tear. I subtract the hesitation and multiply the gear. A systematic to down of the weak man inside. I don't negotiate with comfort, I got nothing to hide. Step one, wake up when the sky is still pitch. Step two, hit the iron, ignore every glitch. I am writing the code with the blood on my palm. I am the center of the storm, I am the violent calm.
Input the struggle, output the power. Input the struggle, output the power.
Every minute, every second, every hour. This is the Callous Algorithm. I'm marching to a dark, relentless rhythm. Cold logic in my head, fire in my chest. I leave the motivation for the people who rest. I calculate the damage, I process the toll. I'm hacking through the limits to the core
Of my soul. My soul.
Yeah, erase the word tomorrow, delete the word try. I'm looking at the mirror right into my own eye. The mind says stop, we took enough of a beating. The discipline replies, the system is just heating. I run the diagnostic, I isolate the pain. I quarantine the weakness, I flush it down the drain. No applause in the background, no audience to cheer. Just the sound of the plates ringing loud in my ear. I'm a machine in a world full of easily broken. I leave the complaints and the whine and the spoken. Data in, data out, grind until I drop. I don't know the definition of the command stop.
Input the struggle, output the power. Input the struggle, output the power.
Every minute, every second, every hour. This is the Callous Algorithm. I'm marching to a dark, relentless rhythm. Cold logic in my head, fire in my chest. I leave the motivation for the people who rest. I calculate the damage, I process the toll. I'm hacking through the limits to the core of my soul.
They ask me how I do it. It's simple. I remove the option to fail. I remove the option to quit. It's just math.
Pain equals progress to the max. Pushing past the red line limit. If there is a drop of gas in the tank, I will spin it, burn it, all the ashes, run it till the wheels fall. I don't need a safety net, I don't need a wall. I'm the architect of this, I'm the coder of the beast. I feast upon the friction while the average decrease. This is the Callous Algorithm. I'm marching to a dark, relentless rhythm. Cold logic in my head, fire in my chest. I leave the motivation for the people who rest. I calculate the damage, I process the toll. I'm hacking through the limits to the core of my soul. Execute, execute, woo. Execute, execute, woo. Execute, execute. Yeah! Turn the resistance into gold! Watch me! Welcome to the gravity pulling me to the bed. I can hear the soft whispers of the pillow in my head. It's telling
against me make it hard. Leave a callus, leave a scar.
The alchemy of friction, turning every obstacle into an addiction. I take the heavy weight and I turn it to a weapon. I'm crushing every boundary, look at where I'm stepping. Lead into gold, pain into power. I am getting stronger
Every single hour. There is no magic pill. There is no secret formula. The resistance is the formula. If it doesn't push back, you don't move forward.